Good morning, guys. So we're here at Overland Camp Sur, and the 2-3 days that we spent here was such a blast. And the drive here was a spectacular view, and that's what just overlanding is about. Being able to see mountain views. They call it the Batanes of Camp Sur, and it was a very, very nice view. The trail coming was nice, and what's not to like. We woke up yesterday with a rainbow, and we even have a sandbar in front of us. So everything is just picture perfect. Today, I want to share with you 5 things that will get you started for overland. So, the first off, we need some sort of shelter. In these types of location, the shelter, or when you're under the sun, it gets quite hot. Or if it rains, right? So a type of shelter would be awnings, maybe a side awning or a 270-degree awning will definitely help a lot. And going with branded ones like Adventure Kings, Front Runner, these ARB, TJM, these brands give you the quality of awnings with a UPF protection, which makes a whole lot of difference in terms of heat during midday. Another part of tents or shelters that for number 1 would be, you can choose between a ground tent or a roof tent. So a ground tent, I would suggest the latest one that we have is called a brand called Polar, and the tents we've reviewed, we've used it here. It's one thing that I like is it's 360 degree with a mesh, so the air is just good with airflow, and when it rains, you don't hear it as much, so you don't have to open the rain fly to get the airflow. So there's some technologies that tents provide that not everybody has. So that's a ground tent. But also another option which we always advocate on overlanding is the roof tents, right? So the roof tents, you can choose between a soft shell or a hard shell roof tents. The soft shell roof tents usually give you more space because of 4 sides and more airflow. But the downside usually of these roof tents, are the soft ones at least, is the pack down time. Now on the other hand, we have the hard shell tents, which are, for me, the option that I always use, because the setup and pack down time just takes quicker, just about 2 minutes to open and close. And just you can see, like what we're doing today, the pack down is just simpler. After a long trip, you would want to have the easiest way and efficiently pack down your gear. Some of the tents that we would recommend are from brands like Adventure Kings, iCamper, and Mammoth. And the reason we recommend these brands is, we tested it, and so far the performance of when we use it out in the field meets the standard. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter what tent you use as long as you have a type of shelter. Second, I want to talk about power. When we're on off-grid, a power solution is always useful, so that you'll be able to charge all your devices like your cameras, your drones, your cell phone, your router, your laptops, or even a projector for that matter. Even your freezers can all be charged. Now there are 2 options when you talk about power. You have onboard power and you have portable power. An onboard power gives you a plug-and-play solution, meaning you don't have to take it out of the car. It's usually good when you're driving. The alternator will be able to charge your system while you're running, and when you park, the solar panels, if you're installed with one, will just automatically charge that. One of the batteries that we use for our onboard power is a Newton Power. So Newton is an AGM brand that has a warranty specifically designed for running second batteries, because AGMs are really the way to go. But there are also options like lithium, but the lithium tend to be more expensive nowadays. But these are good options to consider when running an onboard power. So the good thing is it's just right there. The bad thing is it's quite heavy and it's not portable, you can take out. Which brings me to the second option. Second option we have is portable power. Now the advantage of portable power, as it connotes, is you'll be able to move it around. When choosing these power packs, it's important to look at what type of battery it runs. One, I would highly suggest a lithium battery or a lithium iron phosphate, or LiPo4 as they call it, because these batteries really give you the maximum capacity of draining. And with the LiPo4 batteries, there are already options that you can quick charge, right? Even for big sizes of batteries, it quick charges in about 2 hours. So those are the newest technologies that give us the advantage when we're out there. Just imagine this. You're driving to a long destination. Let's say you come here to Camp Sur, or you're in, I don't know, drive to Baguio. You have an inverter inside your car. You can technically charge your portable power in the inverter and be able to full charge it once you reach your destination, just in case. So that's a game changer if you're really out there for a while. So that would be the portable power. Some of the brands that we like for portable power, we have i4Way and the Mammoth G1000, G500. G300 and G160s. Which one works for you depends on how many things you want to run and what types of appliances you want to run. Third is some sort of storage solution. So in an overland vehicle, organization in the rear of the truck is always important. So what we usually do is either we put a set of Titan drawers or a deck system just to organize everything in the back, to make sure like you have one drawer maybe for recovery boards or recovery gear, another drawer for your kitchen. So these are all little things that work. Now another solution is to use storage boxes like the Thor storage boxes. Those are little things that could make your camp much more efficient. Fourth is a water system. We like to recommend water systems to be incorporated into the vehicle because on an off-grid or remote location, sometimes water sources are not available. So we do have water tanks that we install in the back of the vehicle from like Tank Engineering or Front Runner. So these are water tanks that could be bolted on a wheel well, on the rear of a cab, and usually we power this up with a small water pump to make sure there's water, on-demand water, and that makes a whole lot of difference for your overland trip. Fifth, I want to talk about is make sure you have a vehicle that's capable. An all-wheel drive or a 4x4 vehicle will definitely be a plus because of the locations that we go to. Definitely on sand and on wet mud, a 4x2 vehicle might have a disadvantage on that. Not that you cannot go with a 4x2, but just because there are just limitations. So just understand what your car is capable of when you're going to a location that you want to go to. If you're with a 4x4 vehicle, I would recommend to do at least an all-terrain tire, maybe from Nito, a Terra Grappler, or if you want a little bit more extreme, maybe a Ridge Grappler or a Trail Grappler would be a nice upgrade to your tires. And of course, the rims, I would recommend the Black Rhino rims. These rims haven't failed me in the 5 years or so that we've been using these rims. And maybe a suspension lift would come last for me after you've outfitted your vehicle with all the weight. It's important to note that we compute the weight before putting the suspension. It makes a whole lot of difference to make sure nothing slacks, nothing sags, and at the end of the day, you have a safe and capable vehicle for overlanding. So that's it. The 5 things that I think would be important to get you started with overlanding. Everybody likes a freebie. So number 6, I'll give you a bonus. Always do it with good company because at the end of the day, all the gear won't matter if you're not with good friends or not with good people. So the vibe is always important, and do it with the right people, do it with the people you love. Just a few reminders. Always remember when you're traveling, especially in this time of pandemic, make sure to travel safe. Wear your mask if possible. Make sure you check with the local authorities on the locations you're going to. And of course, when you're there, remember to keep the place clean. I always go with leave the place as it is because we like more people to enjoy it and we don't want to trash the place. Bring your trash home, pack it up. If it fits your car coming here, I'm pretty sure it fits your car going back home. So just some reminders, and always drive safe, guys. So we'll see you in the next adventure.